Hello, my name is Melanie Wesley, and welcome to the Salon Social podcast. On today's episode, we are joined by Kayla Winston, the owner of 11 Hair Salon in Buckhead, Atlanta. We discuss Kayla's journey in the beauty industry, her specialization in natural hair care and scalp care, and her current studies to become a certified trichologist. We also emphasize the importance of providing a great client experience and building relationships with your clients. Kayla shares her strategies for creating a spa-like experience, offering personalized consultations, and going above and beyond to serve her clients. We also discuss the significance of continuous education and the importance of work-life balance for beauty professionals. I hope you can find key takeaways from my conversation with Kayla, and I am forever grateful to you for lending me your ear. Until next time, be good, be true, be you. Hello. Welcome to the Salon Social podcast. Today we are joined by my wonderful friend, Kayla Winston. Kayla and I met at Aveda Institute when we were students. I was like the mama chicken, and Kayla was one of the baby chickens because I was one of the oldest people in the classroom with a big old belly. Remember? Anyway, so I just want to tell you a little bit about Kayla. Kayla is the owner of 11 Hair Salon located in Buckhead, Atlanta. She's been a master cosmetologist for over 7 years with over 10 years of experience in the beauty industry. And she specializes in natural hair care, scalp care, and hair loss clients. And she's currently studying to become a certified trichologist. Welcome, Kayla, to the Salon Social.
Thank you for having me. Excited.
Can I just tell you, I was also interested in becoming a trichologist once upon a time, and then I just kind of never pursued it. But it's such an interesting career path to me, like trichology, because it really kind of, dives into hair. It's kind of like what a dermatologist is to skin, a trichologist is to hair. So I want to know about that before we get into it. But so Kayla, let's chat a little bit. So you and I met back in what was 2017, I think it was.
2017, yeah.
Kayla and I met in 2017 at Aveda Institute of Atlanta, and we became good friends really fast. I think your personality is just one that everybody loves. You were like the life of the party. Sometimes you just kind of brought everyone's spirits up. You would bust out in a twerk every now and then to get the class hype, and I love that. You were just so yourself and so free, and I really appreciate that about you. So after we graduated, we kind of lost the touch a little bit. I know you were working in a couple salons, and then I kind of went out on my own as well. But you've always been so talented, girl. Even from day one, like you always came in. You took pride, and you could tell in the work that you did. You took really good pride in your work, and it always looked so polished. I'm like, she knows what she's doing. I don't know why she's here. But tell me about like your journey, like once you graduated from Aveda, and like what did you end up doing, and to this current day where you are currently now as the owner of 11 Salon.
Okay. Well, thank you for that. First of all, I appreciate your comment. I do. I care about my work, my clients, my business so much. Because it's not just about the business for me. It really is serving other people and taking care of other people, catering to other people, making sure they feel good, all the things.
Yes.
So after Aveda, or actually during Aveda, I was at a salon in Midtown. And so I started as an assistant. And then once I graduated, I got licensed. I was a stylist there for 3 years, almost 3 years.
Okay.
And it was a great experience. Yeah. Multicultural salon. So I learned a lot of different things there. Right. And then from there, I started my business, but I was e-commerce.
Okay.
And my business was focused more on hair extensions and wigs at the time. I left the first salon. I'm like, yeah, I'm about to do this. Remember, I came and toured the salon suite. I'm like, yeah, I can do this myself.
Right.
I'm ready.
Yes.
I was not ready. It was not time. It was not time yet. So I ended up working with Miss Christie and Scott at their salon for a few years. And then once I left there, then it was time. And I got my
Right.
feet. So I've
Yeah.
been since 2021.
That's wonderful. Oh my goodness. So it's been 3 years
It's a
now then.
3 years.
Congratulations. That's a big deal. Like taking
It
that
is.
step, right? Taking that step, like that leap of faith on your own. I know it could be really scary because you and I have had conversations about that. But that was really smart of you to recognize the timing of it, because a lot of times I think some people might get out of school and they'll feel like they can just jump right into a suite, but you really have to have like a set clientele to kind of hold you down, because that rent is due like every
The
week,
rent is
like
due.
clockwork.
The rent is due. It's automatically coming out. If
Automatically
it
coming
doesn't
out.
come out, you have to pay extra.
Right. So you gotta have your stuff together. Like you gotta have
Yeah.
those clients that are like your ride or die, like that are your bread and butter. So that's really great that you were able to recognize that and then kind of postponed it and then kind of waited a few more years to kind of build up that clientele until you were able to stand on your 2 feet and do this for 3 years. That's awesome. That's beautiful.
Thank
So
you.
tell me, like, once you got to that point and you decided to open up your suite, like how did that go? Like, how was that for you? Like, I know it was scary because I know I was scared when I was first opening up my suite. It was just like, oh God, am I going to be able to afford this? You know what I mean? Like, I
Yeah.
thought to myself, I was hustling hard. Like, I was there to like the first person came to the last person left, and I
Yeah.
would see the cleaning lady come in all the time, and I thought to myself, man, if I have to clean this place to pay for my rent, then that's what I'm gonna have to do. But
Yeah.
like, tell me, like, how was it for you, that experience?
It was challenging. In the
Yeah.
beginning, it was challenging. And so I know you said earlier, you want to take the time, you want to build your clientele, you want to have something steady. I didn't have that.
Mm.
Went into the salon suite, I didn't have anything. I didn't even have the deposit to pay for the suite. So it really was a miracle, a work of God, how everything transitioned.
Oh
Um,
wow.
and social media helped me build my clientele. God started bringing women to me that were suffering with hair loss or suffering with scalp issues and dandruff and stuff. And so I just educated myself. I really dug deep into that. And that's what built the salon. I didn't have, girl,
Oh wow.
I was like, you know how they come every Tuesday, they take that rent payment out. So it was, every week he's texting me. He's like, hey, your payment didn't go through this week. It's gonna be such. So much so to the point where he texts me, he's like, hey, is everything okay?
Oh wow. Yeah.
And I'm like, listen, the last thing you'll ever have to worry about is me not paying. It may be late,
Yeah. Right.
but we're gonna pay it. And that was just my faith. That was just I knew that I was placed in this position for a reason. So I didn't come with full books. I came
Mm.
and so it also challenged me to look in different areas, like force me to hustle in different areas, if you'll say so, because at the other salons you had walk-ins or you had
Yeah.
their business, their brand that they had built, so they have clients, but
Right.
I had to build my clientele up. And
Yeah.
so that was challenging. It was good.
So I mean, that's awesome that you had so much faith that took you took that step without even really knowing how the outcome would be, what the outcome would be like.
Yeah.
But um God really came through and like stepped up and like really helped you.
Yeah.
Thank goodness, because now I know now how is your business right now. And I also want, before you go into that, I want you to tell me, like, what are some of the challenges and all the things that you had to do to kind of help, you know, bring that together for you every month without having that clientele. What were some of the things that you had to do besides social media? I mean, was that like Did you have to turn into a social media marketer? Like
No.
research?
And so I feel like I have to do that more now because I am busier, and the people are looking for, hey, what you doing? What's going on now? What new treatments are you doing and stuff like that. So now I'm like, okay, that's a part of my job.
Yeah.
But before I was door dashing,
Yeah.
borrowing,
Yeah.
I was doing what needed to be done because
Yeah.
this is where I'm supposed to be and it's gonna all work out.
Yeah.
So it was, I have to say, about 2 or 3 videos that went viral on TikTok. And
Wow.
videos, I have been consistently getting people. Now the people are coming through the door, but how do I keep these people coming back?
Right. Let's talk about that.
That I had to learn. That's what I really had to get down pat. And
Yeah.
I had to educate myself. I had to look at other stylists and see how they were retaining people. What experiences were they bringing? How were they structuring their schedule? And how does their website look? Or what service? You know what I mean? So I had to really just dig deep into that. And
Mm-hmm.
now I have what works for me. I have
Mm-hmm.
what works for my clients, and business is great.
That's so wonderful. I can see that smile on your face. I'm
Yeah.
so happy for you. I mean, it really comes down to like skill and like client retention. And then also people are coming for you, right? Your personality, how you make them feel when they come into your chair. So you talked about that a little bit earlier. You said you like to make people feel a certain way, you like to offer them certain experiences. What is some of the things that you do on a day-to-day basis that you feel is contributing to bringing back clients into your chair?
Mm. The biggest thing is just serving Mel, honestly.
Serving.
Is taking myself out of a place of, okay, this is a job, I need to make this money. Because I was there at one point in the beginning of the business. I was like, okay, I'm gonna take this class. If I can take this many people at this price, I can make this amount of money. I'll have my bills paid. And so now I'm not in that place. Now I'm in a place of serving, like, how can I make you feel good today? What can I
Yes.
do? You know what I mean? And that is what changed my entire business.
Yes.
Once I took the focus off of money, and
Yes.
I replaced it with, okay, I'm here to fulfill something. I'm not here
Yes.
to make money. It changed everything.
I love that. I absolutely love that. That was the reason that drove me to want to start this podcast and start this conversation, because I started hearing stories from clients and other, friends about their experiences in the salon, and it really like was surprising to me because I don't know how these people stay in business treating clients that the way that they do.
It's
Because
bad.
I mean, to your point, we are here to serve. We are in the business of serving. We are in the service industry. We people they're not coming. We're not doing them a favor. They're doing us a favor because they can go to anybody. And Atlanta, as you know, has, a plethora of stylists,
Yeah.
right? From all corners of of Atlanta. But like what makes you unique, what makes you stand out from everybody else is the way that you make people feel when they come into your chair. Like
Yeah.
client experience is key. Like and then honestly, like really thinking about it as more of a building a relationship with your client, because um you know as well as I know, you have clients, once they're with you, they're with you. Like you go through their lives ups and downs, you see their children grow, you see them grow, you see career changes, they see you go through stuff. Like it turns into a friendship and a relationship. So it's really, if you approach it from a way of just of building relationships and not really transactional, like, okay, I'm gonna get my money today, I do
Mm-hmm.
their hair, boom, bam, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
No, because that's not what builds business and longevity and
Right.
retention, right?
Right.
So
Yeah.
you said so much right there with the client experiences. So like, give me an example of when a person walks in. What do you do, like a new person? What do you do to help get them back in your chair? Like, what are some of the things that you do?
So, complimentary snacks, beverages. I make sure, it's not just a, hey, how you doing? This is what you're getting today. Okay, cool. Bye. See you later. Thanks for the payment. Nice to meet you. Goodbye. It's more,
Right.
hey, I've put together a set of questions that I ask all new clients. It's about their
Right.
lifestyle. It's about what they're using at home. What's their regimen? How, have they had any blood work done from the doctor? Because that can affect, scalp issues, hair loss issues.
Mm-hmm.
I really dig deep in that initial consultation, do
Mm-hmm.
the service. I make sure they feel pampered at the service. My whole thing is it's not just a shampoo, it's a spa-like experience. I want you to decompress and relax and,
Mm-hmm.
jazz music, essential oil, and all the things, right? So we
Yeah.
really good. We get the service done. I send you home with everything you need to take care of your hair in between seeing me because
Yeah.
you're more than you're with me. So
Right.
you have to cater to it. And I think that they also go home with products. So I think that it just sets you apart. It
Yeah.
just makes them feel like she really cares. She listened
Yeah.
to me. She gave me what I needed. I don't feel confused. Yes, I'm
Yeah.
cute. I feel like a lot of people will go to an appointment and they get all cute and everything, but they leave so confused. They don't know what to do with their hair. They don't know
Right.
how to maintain it, how to take care of it. When should I
Yeah.
be back?
Right.
I'll give my clients access to me. They have my
Yeah.
um, telephone number. They can reach out. I may not respond if you reach out at 9, 10 o'clock.
Right. Right.
But
Right.
you still have
Understandably.
that access. So, hey, Kayla, I bought this product. What do you think about it? I'm gonna make sure I
Mhm.
tell you I don't like the ingredients in that, or hey, this might do. So it's just like it's relationship.
Yeah, it is relationship. And
Yeah,
everything that you said is so key. That is the model that I also base my business on. It's just like growing my relationship with my client, being accessible to my client, educating my client, making them feel pampered, even down to what you said about the scents in your space. You know what I'm saying? Because that is all, it kind of relates back to like your, like how your psychological, like how does it make you feel when you smell this? Is it relaxing? Is it, is it jarring? Like could, because you can have a client before that person who may have engaged in recreational activities and had a scent to, you don't
yeah,
want somebody new coming into that space and having to
yeah.
sit in that, right? So like, so like I don't know how you structure your clients, if you do like one-on-one or you kind of like have them staggered. But like I always, for me, it was always I always use the one-on-one model because it gave me a chance to really curate that experience for that particular person.
Absolutely.
Because everybody is different that comes
Mhm.
to see you. They're from different walks of life. I always use this example, like I could have a deaconess, a 65-year-old deaconess coming in. I'm not gonna play the raw version of Drake and Rihanna on my radio
Yeah.
because that may offend her.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
know for some it might sound like, oh, I'm not doing that. That's too much. But like people really appreciate that. They take notice
Absolutely.
of that and they will remember that. And then
Yeah.
that will bring them back. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
the scents and the sound and the everything, the pampering, like, Innovator, they're big on that. Like they would have us do like, the
The
hand
yeah.
massages and all of that
All of
kind of
that. And all of that was so important to client experience. In school, we was like, we don't need to be rubbing their hands,
stuff.
and putting the oils under their nose. But when you realize that is what sets you apart.
All
Like
part.
in the wintertime, I have these little mitts, right? These mitt warmers that I'll let my
Mhm.
clients slip their hands in while they're at the shampoo bowl. That's
Wow.
different.
I mean,
You're
and
not,
that doesn't cost you anything.
nope.
You know what I'm saying? Like that doesn't cost you any. Like yeah, you would purchase the mint warmers, but you're gonna get that money back in the first appointment
Yep.
because they will not forget. Like when I went in there, she put these warmers on my hands, and guess who she's gonna be referring? You, not the other girl that was late and didn't have all the products and had her sit and wait for 45 minutes before she sat
Yeah.
in her chair. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's so important. Like for me, that's why I always kept it like intimate and one-on-one, because when my clients walked in the door, they immediately sat in my chair. There was no wait time. And if I'm running behind, I would communicate that. It's like little things.
Yeah.
I think people really appreciate, because then it says that you respect their time.
Yes.
Right. And they will always remember that, and they'll always come back and refer people to tenfolds. That money is just going to keep coming because you made them feel a certain way. Thank you for joining me for part 1 of this episode of the Salon Social podcast. Tune in next Sunday for part 2. See you then.